What up, everybody? Hopefully, everybody, geez, excuse me. Hopefully, everybody had a great holiday weekend. Mine was pretty rough. I will tell you that. I go here. What's up, Oakland Raider late night stream? Yes, sir. What's up, Blake? I see Stu with the late. Yes. Yeah. I'll let everyone file in. This one took a while to break down. What a disappointing game. Disappointing game, but a good game. Let's see here. So, where do I see here? Tonight I got one. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 16 pages to go through with y'all. Well, actually 17. We'll let people file in here. Orlando, how you doing? Angel, what's up? Mark Carbone, what is up? Chili Pepper, what's up, my brother? Yeah, I know. It took. So I'll let people call in, but file in here. Raider Moho, yo. Raider Life 1970. What's going on, guys? Hello, thank you very much. It was a sad game. Salute, still excited for the breakdown. Yes, I got a lot of stuff. Yep. What it do, Stu? What's going on? Black and gray. Wait. Black and grayed out. I love it. Please explain why we can't play. Yeah, I will. I'll get into it. I will get into it. Did you ever play against Andy Reid? If so, yeah, I did. I did play against Andy Reid in 2005 when he was the coach of the Eagles. We should have won. I fucking lost by a field goal. It was in Philly, too. Doc Holliday, what's going on, brother? Another game we should have won. I mean, yeah. Kansas City's tough. Holy shit, they are good. They are good. They're just, yeah, they're good. Like I said, hopefully everybody had a great Thanksgiving. I had my in-laws in town. Let's see, they came in Wednesday from Canada, and we just stayed here at the house. But Thursday, I got sick, and I just now today am feeling normal. I'm pretty sure I had the Rona. Man, my chest was just filled with gunk, sore as hell. Still, my shoulders and all my joints were sore. Had a fever. I mean, I was literally in bed Thursday until today. Oh, it was terrible. And this weekend was the bucket game, Indiana versus Purdue at home. One of my close friends since fourth grade was going to come out with his family. And I called him Friday. And I just said, it's not worth coming, dude. I feel terrible. So thank God my in-laws were here to help me. You know, the kids went back to school on Monday. And then my little one, Avery, I think she's got a little bit of it. So I'm glad my in-laws were able to stay. And so, yeah, it was it was a shitty weekend. Purdue won. And then I just started breaking down the game around 9:00 tonight. And I just got done at 2:30. So 8:00, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1. It's going to be 6 hours to go through this game and watch everything. Aiden sure looks calm for a rook. Need better And Mark, I'm going to get into that. And there was some good play calling and some bad. There was some good play calling and some bad. Our offense stuck in the 2000s. Did you mean sucked? Stu, how do you feel about the counter run play on 4th and 1? You talk, well, first of all, I'll get into it. I like the call. I don't like the formation that we were in. And honestly, if it wasn't for our center and number 66, I think actually Jacobs takes that thing all the way. I really do. It was just certain guys were just off in certain moments. And, they say a football game's down to 5 or 6 plays. I had it come down to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I had to come down to about 15 things that I thought decided the game negatively. Let's see here. Stu, notice anything about our second half adjustments? Okay, let me just, yep. There were some really crazy blockings. Oh, yes. I saw Colton Miller was out towards the end. Leatherwood was in there. Did we re-sign him, I guess, at the right tackle? And he just, was it Leatherwood or am I seeing ghosts? Was he in there at the end, which I thought, and just completely let Aiden get sacked by George? Jeff, what's up, brother? Andre James. Okay. So here's in the beginning, and I don't know why this keeps happening. Adams has had issues, and other receivers have Illuminor. It was Illuminor on the right tackle. Oh, dude. Yeah, what happened to him? He came up and missed an easy tackle for us, and then all of a sudden he was out. And to be honest with you, I was really happy with the way that number 18. Oh God, what's number 18, guys? From New England. Guy we signed last week. I thought he played good. God, I thought that was Leatherwood. 68. That's Illuminor. Okay. Jack Jones. Yes. Thank you. Jack Jones. Yes. Yep. I thought he played good, but yeah, Peters is what the fuck? I'm also going to try not to swear. My coach from high school, my coach from college, Kenny Green, who taught me everything I know about safety, and then add on Coach Pagano and Clayton Lopez and Willie Brown. But he says don't swear so much. So I'm going to try not to swear. He was out there today. Peters was out there. He missed that tackle. Yeah, I do too. So let me just get into it here, guys, and I'm just gonna go through my stuff. You guys talk amongst yourselves. I will try to look at the comments, but I'm going to try to get through these 17 pages here. So, but yeah, what I was talking about is for whatever reason, and Adams has done this a couple times, is on these third downs, get to the sticks. Make sure you get to the stick, then turn around. Because I'm thinking as a quarterback, if I'm seeing you and you're at the part where it's time for me to throw it or you're supposed to be there, get that first down. You know, it was after the second touchdown. It was after the first touchdown, but we don't get the first down, then we kick a field goal and we miss it. That was huge. It could have been 17-0, and that hurt us. The missed field goal. I thought our bunch defense, which I haven't seen good bunch defense in the NFL since I started watching it again 4 years ago. And in Kansas City, our first touchdown was because of bad bunch defense. One of the things, I don't know why we condensed our formations, because all that does is condense the defense. So now you're trying to run plays, especially running plays, with all 11 guys in tight. That's a real easy way to disguise things. You don't know who's coming where, who to block. Spread those things out. Make defenders have to declare where they're coming from early. If you bring everybody in tight, that doesn't do any good for us. And usually you bring guys in tight, like you saw Kansas City, to run these crossing routes, these over routes, and they were killing us on them. And it was working. But we got in tight to run it, and we got in tight not to run crossers. So it didn't make any sense. It made no sense. On that reverse pass to Kelsey, which got him going because he wasn't doing anything. I can't stand that guy. I just there and I'll go over some plays, but there are some plays where he's taking number 21 and throwing him off the guy and pushing people, and the refs aren't doing anything. And I'm not going to listen. I'm not going to sit here and complain that, oh, this guy's. But I guarantee you, they're going to call Crosby if he were to do that. If Devontae Adams were to grab a defender from the other team and throw him, I guarantee you. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. Forgive me. I'm okay. Thank you. Okay, good. When you're thinking today, I'm thinking at the game. I'm a couple days behind you guys. Forgive me. I'm thinking it's Sunday right now. Yeah, what the whole teamer thing? The guy just gets off of IR on Saturday, knowing he's going to play on Sunday, and he gets a DUI that night. What the hell is this guy thinking? I mean, I know on Friday night, guys may have some cocktails or whatever. They're professionals, but you just got taken off of IR. Finally, you know that you're being moved up to active roster because we need defensive backs and special teams guys. And you're getting a DUI before the game. Get the hell out of here. But thank you that Peters is gone. I mean, that guy has become a liability for us, a complete liability, because he won't hit anybody. I mean, he literally gives up on plays. So good riddance. And good riddance to Teamer. And I know Teamer was a good special teams guy, but if you're literally on IR and you get moved up and we need all hands on deck against the Kansas City Chiefs, plus you already had a holiday weekend, or, you've already had your time to party, and the night before a game, you're getting pulled over for a DUI? I mean, come on, man. Morag, he's too high. He's too high on the goal line. That 4th and 1 or 3rd and 1, and I'll go through it again, but I'm just going over the 15 things that I thought were the difference in the games. Morag too high on the goal line. Gap responsibility by our defensive line. Number 90 screwed us a couple times on his gaps and allowed Mahomes to scramble. When we kept him contained, he's not a pocket guy. When you keep him in the pocket, he doesn't do so good. But for whatever reason, we jump out of our gaps and give him time, and you see he excels at that. I think it was the 3rd down. I thought Aiden O'Connell overthrew Adams on the one play. AJ Cole, we have 2 of the best special teams guys, and both of them tonight had critical plays, I thought. AJ Cole with the 32-yard punt, giving them a short field. Let's see, bad play and throw by Aiden on 3rd and 6 on the 16. Oh, yeah, I'll go over that. Yep. Hobbs, bad communication on crossers and zone. Killed us on that long touchdown. Killed us. Too high on tackles. And Hobbs, one series had 3 in a row. I mean, he's a great tackler. He's one of our best tacklers, but still, take the guy's legs out, man. I don't know why we go so high. Our guards getting beat, specifically 66. Bad play calls in the second half, bad formations. 4th and 1, 66 blocks, nobody, and our center screws up as well. Tight formation is not good. I thought Kuntz had a great game. I thought he played really well. Had some good contains, forced Mahomes into Crosby's first sack, only sack, and had a great special teams tackle. But you could tell that Crosby just wasn't Crosby, and it sucks because he's a guy, and just finding out this tonight, he's never missed an NFL game due to an injury. As a physical guy that's getting 98% of the snaps, I think the most out of any D lineman in the NFL. The next closest is 89. I think the guy from the Bears maybe, or Philadelphia. But a guy, and he practices that way and he plays that way, and that's why his body's ready. But you could just tell he wasn't there, and it hurt us. It hurt us. I'm now realizing how important he is for our defense. But I thought our defense played good. I really did. I mean, the way that they played in that first quarter, I mean, come on. But again, you look at Kansas City. McCole Hardman was out, a good receiver for them, thumb. Kadarius Toney, ankle and hip, out, a good receiver. And then Jerick McKinnon, their number one running back, who's tough, number one, groin, he was out. So there's three key players offensively that they did not have access to. Yeah, 51. Malcolm Kuntz played good. KC leads the AFC West. They're fourth. Leads the AFC West, fourth in the AFC. Raiders were one game out of playoff hunt. Trent Green, a guy that I battled with many times, played in this rivalry 12 times, also an Indiana guy. So he was talking about, you had, Aiden O'Connell and George Karlaftis, both Purdue guys, and we had the old Oaken Bucket, one of the longest rivalries in college football, and he was a part of that. So, but Kansas City and Mahomes have been struggling the last 3 games. The last 3 games, Mahomes was 50% completions, 3.8 yards per play, 0 touchdowns, and 1 interception. And then Isaiah Pacheco, second-year running back, number 10 this season, 614 yards, 162 receiving yards, 4 total touchdowns, 16 broken tackles, on pace for 1,000. Good player. His touchdown celebration dance. So I don't know when football became where guys move their hips and dance like cheerleaders. I don't know how that's intimidating. But I guess that's what guys are doing now. That's what Kansas City does. George Karlaftis coming into the day had 7 sacks on the year, now has 8. Trent McDuffie, who had a good game, a second-year guy, leads the NFL with 5 forced fumbles. Jacobs, I thought, played really good. I mean, he's, leads the NFL with 200 rushes, now obviously above that, 661 yards, 3.3 per carry, 5 touchdowns. I thought the last 3 weeks with Bo Hardegree, they've showcased him. And again, today they didn't. He was physical, man. He was running that thing hard. That one where number 20 came up and made a nice play, but he felt that. Jacobs freaking smashed him. And you can hear when they replayed the replay, man. He he made the tackle, and sometimes you got to get the guy down, but whoo. And then later on, he completely freaking stiff-armed. I have the guy's name. What's his name? Sneed. L'Jarius Sneed. And he stiff-armed him, and Sneed tried to come up and talk, and Jacobs just ignored him. I loved it. I don't like this buddy stuff these guys do after all these games and whatnot. Yeah. He's one of them running backs, boy. When you're gonna meet him, dude, you better get ready. Was that so? They said Crosby, because they said it was his knee while he didn't practice. Who else? Who else had? I heard that they stay in a hotel before a game. Yeah, no. Yeah, even for home games, the night before, you're pretty much sequestered as of probably 8 p.m. is usually when. I remember on home games for us, we'd go to the facilities there at 1220 Harbor Bay Parkway. 7:30, we'd watch our film. We had breakfast, Southern Cafe, I think it was, if people have ever had Southern Cafe there in Oakland. Then we do a little walkthrough, and then from noon until about 8 o'clock, you have off. So you visit with family, and you do some studying, you relax, get off your feet. And then 8 o'clock special teams, and then from 8:30 till about 10 would be your defensive meeting, defensive back meeting. Then you go see the chiropractor, and then lights out at 11. So yeah, that's pretty typical on home games, even in college football too, to make sure guys are. Oh, that's true. Yeah. So where the hell was Teamer at? I wonder if home games, maybe they don't make him stay at a hotel now. Which I think is stupid, because again, these are kids, and they're gonna do stupid mistakes like that. So if you can limit that by keeping and knowing where guys are at, just making sure everyone's getting their mind right, because a lot of times for home games you have family come in town, right? And you're entertaining, and at the same time you're going, well, listen, I know this is an entertaining weekend for you guys, but I'm working right now. Yeah, so yeah, it says Crosby had been listed as doubtful. Had never missed an NFL game, 65 tackles, 10.5 sacks. Add that, 11.5 sacks now, 17 QB hits. He did not practice all week. Aiden O'Connell is a starter, 60.6% completions, 871 yards, 2 touchdowns, 5 interceptions. And this, in his 4th career start. And actually in Raiders history, this was kind of interesting. Only rookie to start 2-0 at home. So, with the wins over the Giants and Jets. It was good to see Colton Miller back, but obviously he didn't finish the game. 3rd and 2, great protection, great route, and catch by Devontae Adams on the 33-yard to the Kansas City 34. I mean, he threw that ball, and there was that the one? I want to say that was the one where there's nowhere else you can put it. He had to get it high enough again over the corner. Oh, yeah. On the sideline there, and he threw it. Corner jumps, goes right over his fingertips, and lands right before the safety comes to knock Adams out of bounds. So it was a great, great throw. Last week, we had 5 first downs in the first quarter, 7 the rest of the game. And it was almost exactly the same this game, as you'll see when I get into the stats here. Casey's defense is a good defense. Number 3 in points allowed in the NFL. I really liked the first down call that we had in the first quarter in that first drive. The jet sweep to Jacobs, gain of 5 yards. It just showing a little wrinkle, showing that pre-snap motion. I like that. Casey's defense, 7 points allowed on opening drive the whole season. On the opening, any game that they're in, tied tied for third fewest in the NFL. 7 points they've given up on a and we went right down there. Great drive, way to control the clock. Obviously, the best defense against Kansas City is keeping number 15 off the on the sideline, keeping him off the field, and we did that. And one thing, third down, it's so predicated on what we do on first down, and I'll get into why we did better on first down. It set up shorter third downs. Because if you look, it goes in here. The Kansas City Chiefs are on like a 38 for. I think they haven't allowed a first down on 3rd and 10 plus in like 38 attempts. Longest active streak in the NFL right now. Against against Philadelphia, Kansas City had 238 yards in the game. Last 5 games, only one. Kansas City's defense held Philadelphia's offense to 238 yards. In the last 5 games before this game, only one team had gained over 300 yards. So a very, very stout defense. Because typically, I think usually they're playing, the team that they're playing is playing from behind. So they know it's going to be passed. They put great pressure up front, and it's just hard. It's hard to get yards when you're one-dimensional. One thing in the second half, I think there was 2 minutes to go. We had 13 runs and 13 passes. You talk about a balanced offense. That is what a defense does not want to have an offense do. You want to make a team one-dimensional, and if they're going 13 passes, that is 50-50. That's the perfect scenario. And you saw we were up 14-0. Should have been 17-0. 3rd and 2, great protection and throw to Jacoby. I thought Jacoby had a great game. That catch that he had was unbelievable. The one thing though, I won't even get into it. But in the first quarter with 9:32 left to go, 3rd and 5, the 18-yard pass to Jacoby, that catch that he made and that throw, awesome. And then the touchdown. So this was what I had in the picture, but this was the first touchdown here. And again, this is the scenario that I'm talking about right here. This bunch set. And this was a great play call here. So again, field over here. We're inside. It's a small, again, that small formation, bringing everybody in tight. And typically, these 3 guys should be playing these 3 guys, right? So what we always did is we pressed the point, right? You erase this guy. Okay, you got him. So now you're playing in and out between the corner and the safety. So basically, when this guy when Mayer came across here, 35 has him. And when Meyer comes in, 20 takes him. But as you saw, 20, they didn't communicate good. 20's thinking we're just manning the guys up. 35's thinking they're going to combo it. 20 comes over. You have 2 guys on 83. He's coming in here. And what you're doing, because they're playing 2-man, they have, the safeties both over top. You take the running back, you get him here, you take him out so that's clear in the middle here. The linebacker's gone. You take 17, you put him out here. So you're clearing out this corner, but more importantly, you're clearing out this safety. So now you're creating this one-on-one matchup between a receiver running full speed and a free safety. And you saw that number 6 miss. So great play call. Great. But again, Kansas City, this bunch set, I don't understand the communication. And I'll go over what they should be doing. But and what was really and what was nice is I love that Abdullah came in and gave a chicken wing to the defensive end to help that tackle. Just this little right here, you come up and just a little chicken wing on that defensive end. That little bump pushes that DN back in to get that tackle better position. But I want to here. Let me take a timeout here. See what you guys are saying. Oh, Clark, thank you very much. Thank you. Oh, okay, never mind. Okay. Duh. What am I doing? Jesus. Let's see. First game we had no penalties since 2000. Did Stu play in that game? I did not. My first game would have been in 2004. And I thought there were some calls that Kansas City got away with. And talk about Kansas City. You talk about here he is. Penalties. The most penalized player in the NFL is their right tackle. He's got most penalized player in the NFL, Jawaan Taylor, 14 penalties. Guess who's next? L'Jarius Sneed, 9. The next player, an offensive tackle for the Bears, Darnell Wright, I think it was. I didn't write down how many he had, but when you got such a high-powered offense, your defense can play with some stuff. Hey, let those guys play. Take some chances. But offensively, Jawaan Taylor, and I know this for a fact, he would have had more if Crosby was healthy. Crosby was clearly not healthy, and it hurt us. It did, and that sucks because that guy wants to beat Kansas City more than anybody. He wants to beat anybody more than anybody. Okay. We need top-notch. We need top-notch coaching. We definitely got out-coached going against Reed and Peyton. I'd like to see Harbaugh in 2024. He wins everywhere he goes. I do. I mean, I like AP, and really, to be honest with you, I don't mind Bo, the offensive coordinator. It's just there were just there's a couple adjustments. I don't think we need to give up on this coaching staff. There's just a couple things that I think fixing up and cleaning up that we could be all right. Let's see. Thank you, BL. Yeah. Oh, that's if you had whatever I had, holy smokes, I had never felt so sore in my life. Golly. His knee drained after the Miami game. It became to see that. Okay. That's the one. That's the downfall of getting your knee drained is it can get in high rate of infection. So that's very, very true. Jacobs at number 20, Reed know each other well. Jacobs had planted him a few times. I'll tell you what, I was definitely not impressed with Kansas City safeties at all. I thought they were terrible. But they'll probably be, because Kansas City is who they are, they'll probably make the Pro Bowl, and it's such BS. We have 2 more home games and our 3-game home stretch. Oh, gotcha. Okay. They do stay at hotel, but wow, what a piece of crap. Good riddance. That's the type and he's been there for a little while, if I'm not mistaken, right? So that's the type of stuff, there's a certain type of persona you have as a Raider, as a bad boy, but you do it legally. You do it without penalizing. You do it by being a tough guy who blue collar worker who puts his hard hat on and lunch pail and goes to work every week. Doesn't take crap from anybody. You know, it's gonna, if we win or lose, that's gonna happen. But you're gonna feel it when you come play us, because we are gonna smack you. We're gonna make you earn it. That's what it means. But going out and being a dummy or creating personal fouls and this type, that's not what a Raider's about. That's not what a bad boy is about. That's an idiot. That's being stupid. That's being selfish. So kind of weird, you know, guy with the name of Teamer, pretty selfish guy. Wasn't thinking of his team. Stu could go today as linebacker. New NFL today is BS. Well, and I'll get to it, but fucking Watson, or what's his, is it 84 Watson? I loved it. Spillane. Now Spillane is a Raider. He exemplifies a Raider, like the Villapianos and the Art Shells and, you know, the tough guys, the Howie Longs and the Derek Burgesses and Kirk Morrisons and oh God, who's a line? Did I say Villapianos? Those type of guys. When he came over and just bomb, that type of stuff, you put that on film, receivers are going to be looking for that. They're not going to be thinking about the catch. They're going to be worried if I don't get my bell rung. And then he runs up to him and I'm glad he got penalized for that. Freaking idiot. Let's see. Stu, was that not holding when that Sneed dude was holding? So I couldn't. It might have. Was it before? I couldn't see it because I know Devontae was definitely. And you know, I don't see Devontae complaining on plays that aren't legit. I don't know. I think it was that area where Sneed's body, the camera angle was kind of covering his hand. So I didn't see. But that's what I thought. If he did anything, it would have been a grab. Yusef, how you doing, my friend? Raider Romeo, thank you. The 41 people that are in here. I got a long way to go here. Tartan, brother. Unfortunately, I mean, 2 losses on his state. Tartan Raider, my very, very close friend, him and his wife, from Scotland. They came in for the Miami game, stayed in Miami, flew out to Las Vegas for the Kansas City game. You witnessed 2 good games, obviously losses. Hopefully, and here's the other thing. I hope you don't think that you always have to wear the 30 jersey. You can wear something else. It's okay. Hopefully you got back all right. Matt Millen, yeah, Matt. I mean George Atkinson and Jack Tatum and Willie Brown and Lester Hayes and the list can go on. Thomas Howard, God rest his soul, and Wild Turkey. Thank you very much for showing up. How good was Thomas Howard during your days? Felt he was underrated. Oh, no. And I'll speak on that. Let me get through Spillane showing the heart you brought. We need you covering that backfield. Trust me, our defense, the defense is playing good, guys. They are. I'm very happy with the way they're playing. There's going to be mistakes, but they're keeping us in games, man. And the offense is doing their thing too. It's just putting it all together at the right times. Our offensive line is all right. So let me continue here. So, yeah, but this was a great play call. This was a great play call, and I actually I'm going to be drawing up 4 or 5 different plays today. But I want to show the different combinations that I used to, run with Nnamdi and Fabian and Charles Woodson and Ronaldo Hill and Michael Huff and Chris Carr and Stanford Route and Derek Gibson and Ray Buchanan and Reggie Tongue and these corners, safeties, nickel backs, defensive backs, combination coverages that we run in that stacked look. So when I talk about, I'm just gonna let's say slot, let's say Y, and let's say Z, right? Then you have let's say the nickel back, you have the corner, and you have the safety. See, so here's what I'm talking about. Let me so let's say here's the line of scrimmage. That's the center, guard, and tackle, right? So what we would do is we'd say lock, the man on the point, or erase. We say erase. So let's say this is let's say this is Chris Carr. Erase. He knows he's got this guy man to man anywhere he goes. Because most of the time, the point guy, he's not the guy they're looking to get the ball to. And then what me and Nnamdi would do is we play in and out with these two guys. So I got first inside and second outside, and he has first outside and second inside. So for instance, if they do this, I know I got him right now. They do this right now. This guy's probably going to clear out, right? And these guys are probably going to cross. And what are they trying to do? They are trying to get us to run into each other. Instead of doing that, I just sit right here. And when I see this guy coming, I pick him up and take him across. Nnamdi sits right here, takes this guy. It's pretty easy. We used to do it all the time. It worked really good, but these guys are trying to like man up and fight through these picks. And we saw it later on that third and 10 maybe, where number 4 caught the over route on number 18. And he actually got over there really fast, but they don't need to work that hard. It's very simple. And those guys will stop running those routes if they know that you're not trying to fight through man to man. Because how many times you see Kansas City running those crossing routes, right? And us trailing. You just pass that shit off. Play's dead. They're not going to run them anymore. All right. Let's see. Where am I at? Okay. Still in the first quarter. Get comfortable, people. Thanks to the 47 people that are in here. I appreciate it. Oh, then Kansas City gets the ball. I mean, what a great first drive. Great first drive. And for a team that's only given up 7 points the entire year on opening drives. But Nichols and Crosby, great play on the screen to Crosby's side. Nichols coming in. And here's the deal. On an aggressive rusher like that, a screen to his side is really a smart play. But Nichols came over and made a great play and put them in the hole. Second and 21 or third and 21. Mahomes versus the Raiders. He's 9-1 with 27 touchdowns and 3 interceptions. 5-0 Mahomes is on us on the road. Did he play in Oakland or not? Anyways, He's been a Raiders killer, man. That guy has been a hard nemesis, man. He's tough. Against Philly the week before at Kansas City, he was 24 of 43, 177 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception, 5 drops. Hobbs comes up, makes a great tackle. And our defense forces a 3-and-out. That was their 15th 3-and-out of the season, second fewest in the NFL, and we open up the game on 3. That's what you want from a defense, baby. Especially after coming off of a touchdown on the road. When they kick the ball to you saying, we're going to stop you, get the ball, and get it at halftime. And our offense drug them down the field, shoves it right in their rear end with the touchdown to Jacobs or Myers. And then our defense comes out and 3-0, 3-and-out. Can't do it any better. Oh, and they're running into the kicker. When I saw the referees make that call on Bolden, I'm going, here we go. This is going to be some BS. You know, this is going to, someone said, no, we didn't have a penalty, but they declined it. Sorry, they declined it. But he was thrown into the kicker. Complete BS. Our offense, third fewest explosive plays. Explosive plays are plays of 20 yards or more. We had the third fewest. Oh, and Chanel is a guy, I don't know if you remember the draft a couple years ago. Was it last year? Yeah, last year's draft, or 2 years ago. Chanel from Wisconsin, I said, is a guy I wish we would get. And he had a great play, delayed blitz, and freaking smoked Aiden. And Aiden was staying in there and taking some shots, man. He's a tough kid. 3rd and 6, great pass to Meyer from Aiden. Oh, this was the play. Forgive me. This was the 3rd and 6 play to Myers from Aiden. Watson tries to tip the ball, and before Cooks can get there, the safety Cooks. Great. In the first quarter, 7:05 left. Only spot to put it in and cover 2. We call it the honey hole. Because that safety corner is going to be underneath and the safety over top. And he laid it right in there. 2nd and 8. I thought Aiden felt the pressure really good on 2nd and 8. Rolls out, throws a great play to Devontae Adams for the first down. 3rd and 1 with 5:28 in the first quarter. I loved this play. The jet motion with number 3 and hand off to Myers. And actually Myers was going to option the ball, was running quarterback because I guess he used to be a great high school quarterback. He actually could have pitched it to Jacobs. And again, I like throwing those little wrinkles in there. If you got guys, you take the guys and utilize their abilities. If this guy is not only a great receiver, but can run some option quarterback on sometimes, just to throw a little wrinkle in there, do it, man. It's something that the defense has to spend time on. Let's see. And I made a comment that I love across the formation motion before the snap. I'd run it before every play. It gets the defense their eyes off their keys. A lot of times when a formation changes, either the strength of formation or field the boundary. In the NFL, you have sometimes defenses have 3 or 4 different calls, and all of a sudden now that motion goes over and you're trying to check a different defense, and it's taking your eyes off your keys, and it's given one false step one way, and it's giving those offensive linemen a half a second more to get up to those second level blockers. So I love it. And they talked about changing up the tempo, right? We don't want to just line up. That's easy when, as a defender, when quarterback lines up there and you're seeing the play clock, when the snap's going to go. And also for the defensive linemen, they can jump that thing. And I thought we had that first down, and then we changed the tempo up. Let's go. And they threw a pass to Renfro and a great block by Myers. Myers, not Mayer. Myers. Let's see. So here's what I talked about. Here's one of the plays in the game where, again, Kansas City at that point was 27-0 on 3rd and 10 plus on third down. But if Devontae gets to that stick and turns around first down, why cut it short? That doesn't do us any good. Doesn't do us any good. In the NFL, I remember stick routes. The DBs, stick routes. And you know what they're doing? They're sitting right at the sticks. Go push past that guy and turn right around at the stick. We get that first down. We go in, we got the momentum. The defense is getting tired. Offense is frustrated because they're on the sidelines. We score 14-0. Instead, we don't get the first down where it's 4th and 1. We go to kick a freaking 40-yard field goal. Carlson, who I love, by the way, 45 consecutive times he's hit within 30 yards and he misses. And again, when I told you field goals don't win games, definitely being in the red zone and not getting any points definitely doesn't win games. But we went from potentially being up 14-0 to now just up 7-0, and now Kansas City has the ball. So all that good stuff that happened, Kansas City is one drive away from scoring and tying the game up. So that was a big point in the game. Kansas City, 0 rushes in the first quarter. First time since 2011, week 1 against the Bills. Great. They finished here you go. First quarter total yards. Kansas City, 11. Raiders, 144 total yards in the first quarter against a number. Let's see, where's the defensive rankings? Against a very good defense. Their defensive coordinator, Spagnuolo. When I was with the Giants, he was my defensive coordinator. I know the guy very well. But here you go. Kansas City, 11 total yards. Time of possession, 1 minute, 55 seconds. Defense is bored. What are we doing, man? Let us get some work. First downs, 1. Yards per play, 2.8. Raiders, 144 yards. Time of possession, 13:05. That wears the defense down, and we were wearing them down. 7 first downs in the first quarter, averaging 6.5 yards per play. But Devontae doesn't get that little extra yard to get the first. We missed the field goal. Hobbs comes in, great tackle. Hobbs he made 3 tackles in a row, had 4 tackles on probably 8 or 9 plays of Kansas City. Great tackles. Great tackles. Second quarter, 13 minutes to go. 3rd and 8, we're off the field. Defense brings pressure, great call. Oh, here's let me draw this. So this was the third down. This was the third down. The second quarter, 13:39. We had just missed a field goal. Kansas City hasn't done anything. They come out there, they're ready to put some points on the board, tie the game up, right? This is our third down call here. And then I'll take a break if anyone has any questions. But again, perfect example of that trio deal again. We almost got screwed. I don't know who this receiver was. I'm just going to put him as a Z. Okay. We kind of ran a weird defense, but I liked it. Forgive me on my numbers of the D linemen if they're wrong. But again, these tight formations are good for defenses because you can disguise things so much easier. So here was the Kansas City's in red. We're in black. But here they motion down into this bunch again, right here. These three versus these three. No communication. So what happens is what they should be doing is when this guy goes in motion, 21, you bought him. You press him. You come down, you erase. 21 in the Z receiver. So now you're playing with Hobbs and Morag. We're just playing a combo in and out coverage of 84 and 87. But instead, they stayed in man. And if Mahomes, if this pressure, but here's the other thing, Mahomes didn't know where the pressure was coming from because everything is so tight, right? Well, 41 and 58, they bounce out. And Spillane, Epps, and Diablo, they come flying off the edge. And even the offensive linemen, they're not sure who to block. These guys bounce out. Now it throws up the whole blocking scheme, which was great. But here's the deal. And if you guys watch it, he was wide open. Kelce was wide open because Morag and Hobbs ran into each other. Hobbs falls down instead of just going, okay, let's combo this. And he's coming here. All I'm doing, I just let him come right to me. This guy comes in, Hobbs has him. But instead, they run into each other, and thankfully, Mahomes threw it over here, and we're off the field. But bad communication. Even though we got off the field, trust me, there's going to be other teams that see that and go, whoa, copycat coordinator. Famous saying of Rob Ryan, copycat coordinators. Here, let me, let's see. Our defense better than, okay. All right, yep. They do, okay. We had three straight home games, Kansas City, Minnesota. We have, right? We have. Minnesota with freaking the quarterback they have now. They're back in it. And then LA, I think they had a big game on Sunday, didn't they? Crosby was sick. His knee got infected. Okay, yep. Stu could go today as a linebacker. All right, we okay. Our defense is better than last year, but we can't win game if offense have only put up 20 points in 2 games. Yeah, but we're playing. You got to remember who we played these last 2 weeks. I mean, 2 of the best teams in the AFC. 2 really, 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 really good teams with good defenses. No, you're right. They don't. I don't know why they don't. I don't. Thank you, Clark. I appreciate it. Good night, bro. Hey, thanks, Chili Pepper. I appreciate it. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, we still got a while to go. I know it's a little. I don't. Maybe I should. I'm just gonna go through it. Stu, was that not okay? Yep, I'm not sure. Thank you, Wild Turkey. Max had infection. Yep. Yosef. Yep. Evening. Thank you, Tartan. How good was okay? All right, I'm a little behind here. What is really cool as a rookie drafted by the Raiders when it came to the history and the old school players hanging out and coaching the team. Oh, absolutely, man. Absolutely. I talk about this all the time. Willie Brown, God rest his soul, the greatest ever, famer, Blugo. When I got drafted on Saturday, I was flying out Thursday for minicamp, the first minicamp. And it was a team minicamp. It wasn't this rookie minicamp. It was the whole entire team there. And I remember one of the first meetings we had as the draft picks coming in was with Willie Brown. And I remember we're in the team meeting room and Willie said, put your pads down and playbooks down. None of that matters right now. What matters is, he said, this book, and it was the history of the Raiders. And he said, oh, you need to go and study this. In your hotel room tonight, go over your plays, but also study this, the history of the Raiders. Know what it took to win 3 Super Bowls and be considered the team of the decade. And know what it took to win 3 Super Bowls. Know what the players had to do to win those Super Bowls. And 2, number 2, know who the players are. 1, so you can say, okay, as a safety, let me see what Jack Tatum's stats were. How many tackles would he have a game? How many interceptions did he have in a season? How many snaps did he do? Was he on special teams? So you can compare yourself to the greatest, right? I mean, that's the name of the game. If you go anywhere, my goal was to be the greatest that ever played that position at that place. Well, to know if I'm being the greatest, I go and find who is the greatest at that position and see what his stats were. So I know if I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. And he said, second of all, know who the players are because they're going to be around here. And you go up and you pay your respects to those players. Obviously, Jim Otto, Blitnikoff, Willie Brown, Tom Flores, Jim Plunkett, George Atkinson. These are guys that are in the building, right? So you're definitely going to know those guys. But, I mean, how terrible would it be for me as a safety playing Jack Tatum's position and he's up in Napa Valley at training camp watching practice and I don't acknowledge him and he's standing right there? So that was I always made sure to know who guys were. And that's one thing I think I was happy about AP coming along was he was getting that back. 'Cause I don't think that was lost for a while, lost with this generation. The last 15 years, I don't think the players gave a crap about the history and the number they wore and the guys that wore it before them and what it meant to be a Raider and how to practice like a Raider or prepare and play and that type of deal. So it was awesome. It's still awesome to go back and meet all these guys at the reunions. Thank you. Yeah, the replay will be good, guys. Thank you. Mahomes has not lost in Vegas and has not lost in Oakland. His only loss against us was in Week 5, 2020. Yeah. What did I say? He's 9-1 against the Raiders. Nine and 1 against us. Yeah, 5-0 on the road. Oof. He's tough, man. Guy's tough. Got to give him respect. I tried 2015 to 2018. I tried hard. Couldn't get it. No one. Stu, you don't have any coaching experience. You don't have enough experience. I said, what? I'd love to do it. I'd love it. I'd absolutely love it. I don't understand that playbook. It's designed for him to run an 8-yard slant. What are you talking about? Absolutely it did, Tartan. Again, that when that happened, I said, oh, golly. Like that just, we were rolling at that point, right? And then all of a sudden you're like, oh. But yet, defense comes out. We get the ball back. We score, which is where I'm at right now. Absolutely. There's funky clock stuff going on. The play clock was down to 11 when field goal. Oh, I didn't see that. Huh. I didn't know he had a hamstring injury either. I think he's only missed 2, right? How many has he missed this year? Do you think our DBs played too far off the receivers? I mean, it really depends on what we're doing up front. I definitely like our position a lot better than what we've played in the last 3 seasons. They're definitely down in distance, with the personnel grouping and the alignments and yeah, the down and distance. I like it much better than we had been in years. I mean, much better. More eggs actually in the camera view rather than playing. We were playing 10 on 11, which I didn't understand. Our DBs play off a lot. We don't have man-to-man DBs, sadly. So the defense scheme is a lot of but we do run man. We do. We have. What's up, a.k.a. Freddie B? Freddie Bolitnikoff. Devontae Adams was supposed to run a slant 2 yards short of the sticks versus pass the first down watch, which made it. I just know wherever it was, get to the sticks. I mean, oh, he's missed 4. Okay. Ain't no way my boy up right now. Respect. Oh, yeah, appreciate it. Well, no, I've been sick, dude. And hopefully everyone had a great holiday again. I think I had the Rona. And I'm finally just now feeling good. I've took 5 hours to watch the game, and I want to go through all this stuff while it's fresh in my mind. And then turn the page. Like my man says, Bob Seeger, my Michigan man, turn the page. Again, Chanel, a guy that I wish we would have gotten, made a great tackle on the reason I have this here because I thought Carter was going to break that punt return in the second quarter. So here you go. We don't get the first. We miss the field goal. Defense comes out, plays great, forces a punt. Again, we have momentum. We get it. And I think Carter's got a chance to go and Lido Chanel makes a great special team. He leads their team in special teams tackles, a guy I wanted. So here we go, 12:51. Oh. So again, missed the field goal. Defense comes out, gets them off the field again. And then Jacob hits 63-yarder. Great blocking. Mayer does a phenomenal job. One, he blocks down on the end to help the tackle because he was trying to get into this gap. Mayer blocks him in to get the tackle squared up to get in a good position and then bounces off and blocks number 22. And Jacobs just hits that thing. Great stiff arm on their safety 21. Makes him look like a fool. Yeah, down block to help Miller on 97. 2.5 games we hadn't had a rushing touchdown. So here you go. And they did it. So we're up 14-0. The offense, 3 and out, then I think 4 and out. Kansas City's offense. We're up 14-0, should be 17-0, possibly 21-0 if we get the first down to keep that drive going. Fewest big plays of any defense in the NFL, Kansas City, which is a run of over 10 yards and a pass of over 20. And right now, with 12 minutes to go in the second quarter, we've done that twice now. We've accomplished both of those. Yeah, so they talked about Jawan Taylor, the right tackle. Average time to pressure 3.89 seconds. Longest among offensive tackles, minimum 200 pass blocks. Probably because he's holding every freaking play. Knowing that now he leads the NFL in penalties with 14, he's probably holding every single play. And then Kelsey. This was a quote by Kelsey. "I'm not playing my best football. That needs to change." Well, you know what? Maybe if you weren't doing so many commercials and hanging out with Taylor Swift and thinking you're this celebrity party boy, this guy who thinks he's so funny and me and my brother and all this BS. Maybe if you focused on that, you might be playing better. But you know what? You got your mind on other things. I just don't like him. I wish I would love. There's a couple things. There's a couple players, and right now I have 2 in my head. That if I could give anything to go back and play against these 2 guys in my prime, one being Travis Kelce. He thinks he's like this tough guy, and he's not. Are you a tough guy or are you a pretty boy? Are you a celebrity or are you a football player? What are you here? You know what I mean? I'd just love to go up against him. Oh, I would. And then the other one is Josh Allen. If I could, there would be a hard bargain if I was presented the opportunity to go back and play in a full game against those 2 guys at my prime. But Kelsey, he just bothers me, man. I'm not playing my best football. That needs to change. Yeah, that took a freaking circus play for you to get back in the game, dude. Which I'll get on. Yeah, Kansas City at that point and going into the second quarter, 3 consecutive quarters with 0 points. So their offense was sputtering out. And a year ago, they led the league in offense and points. Last 3 games, only 16 points and 200 yards. Oh, yeah, here you go. Peters missed a tackle on Moore on the little look thing, which got their offense kind of going, right? Gave their offense some breathing room, was his missed tackle. Terrible. I'm glad he's gone. Bye. See ya. Kansas City first 2 drives, 13 yards, 1 first down. No. Yeah, 1 first down. Kuntz, great hit. Oh, great. I had Kuntz, great hit on Mahomes out of bounds. I loved it. He drops the ball and this and that. And that's the other thing. I don't understand when it came down into the sideline, that's where we found out what type of football player you are. When you're running, because the offensive player back then, he wasn't going out of bounds. Now they just kind of just pat each other on the rear end and force each other out of bounds. This whole little, happy people, hippie crap. Nothing against hippies, forgive me, but this holding hands, flower power crap. When it came to the sideline, boy, that's where you had a chance, because that running back can't go anywhere. And you could come up and you can they have nowhere to go. It's your chance to just unload on them. And guys just let them go out of bounds. I loved it. Kuntz and Mahomes was still in bounds, and he just pushes him right. And Mahomes is just kind of trotting. It wasn't even close to a late hit. I loved it. Who knows? You hit him out, he flies off, rolls his ankle, hits another guy on the sideline. Now you took 2 guys out, and they're playing with some backup. You never know. I'm not saying, again, if you hurt a guy at a legal play, shit, that's not a bad deal, man. No, if you do something dirty after the play or something illegal, that's BS. That's not being a tough guy. But if you hurt a guy, knock a guy out, do whatever, get him out from a nice hit, legal hit, hell yeah. But you gotta hit the guy to see if you do hurt him. Chop his leg. Give him the worst thigh bruise you can give him, mother. Oh, I did want to. I thought was really cool with the with the holidays. The Raiders partnered with the 3 Square Food Bank and donated 600 meals. I loved doing on Tuesdays was always our community service events, and I loved going out and Habitat for Humanity and giving away turkeys and going to children's hospitals. That was always the fun part, man, going and getting in the community and giving back to the fans and the community that you're in. Because without that, there's no teams. A team wouldn't be there if there wasn't a town to support it. And then it was really cool. The Raiders also met with 150 Southern Nevada Regional Housing Authority residents at the facility and served them all food, which I thought was really, really, really cool. Really cool. Really, really, really cool. Okay, here we go. Mahomes in the red zone. So this is their first time that, the 2 times they 3 and out, then a 4 and out. Now they're driving. Mahomes in the red zone, 59%, 17 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Pretty good stats in the red zone. They're tough in the red zone. Props to O-line on. Yes. Yeah. No. No. Yeah. That was a team deal. Absolutely. And Mayer's a guy we need to get involved a little bit more. He's really impressed me the last 4 or 5 weeks. Took him a little bit to get going, but he's becoming the guy that people said he could be. We lost momentum after a little bit. But like I said, defense comes out, stops them. We get the ball, boom, touchdown, 63-yard run. Yeah. No, you're right. You're right. We're not very good. I'll tell you that. So here you go. I'm going to ask you this. What has kind of been the theme? Let's see if you guys are really listening out there. Alfredo, a.k.a. Freddie, Oakland Raider, Tartan, if you're still there. Raider Nation for life. The 3rd and 8 play that Kansas City, if we're off the field, we hold them to a field goal. Now it's 14-3, and we get the ball back with momentum, right? But they convert the 3rd down, and it was a play that we could have stopped. What offensive formation do you think that the Kansas City Chiefs ran? What is one formation I've been talking about tonight that teams, for whatever reason, have been struggling with? And I don't like how they've been playing it. Anyone? Bueller? Boom! Thank you, Raider Mojo. Yep. There we go. There it is, guys. I like it. See, we're learning. And the more educated fan you are, the better, the funner, I know that's not a word, but the funner the game becomes. Because at least you can kind of have an idea and go, oh, okay. Well, what the hell? So, get out my old dry erase board. I need to get something where I have a camera. Maybe someone can help me out. I need to get like a camera up top that you guys can see me, so it's not reversed either. Oh wait, can I flip? Oh, no, I can. Let me do this. Let me go here. Let me go. Wait. No, where's settings? Yeah, let me. Wait, can I? Oh yeah, there we go. Fucking high definition, man. Yeah, here we go. Mirror. Will this be? Hold on. Let's see if this is better. What does this? Touch up my appearance. What does that do? All right. Bunch trips. Yep. Bunch of trips. Trips bunch is actually how you would say it. Need a big old school. or the old, remember the projectors with the cellophane clear Scantron sheets or whatever. Oh man, you can tell I'm still. The lights make me a little oily. I'm kind of sweating a little bit. Actually, here. There we go. Okay. Hell yeah. I remember my shout out to fellow Mation, great defensive back coach, coached pretty much everywhere. Was my defensive back coach my senior year at Purdue, and he'd carry that projector in, and he'd have the, he's drawing and he's up there and pulling the sheets out, and he's got marker all over his face, and he's going here and here. Dude, it was awesome. He was a freaking animal. Big ups to Coach Phil Mation. Hopefully he's doing well. I'd like to get back a hold with him. All right, so let me draw this. I did like how they moved number 9 in at tackle, which I thought they were going to do earlier with Kuntz playing better on the edge over there. I thought that was great. Forgive me if these numbers are wrong. Jones. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck they were. Shit, I may just do to halftime. I'm starting to get a little worn out. Or just take a little break. Yeah, no, you're right. Yep. Oh, dude. Son of a B. Yeah, he reminds me a lot of Tommy Kelly, who it was in my draft class in 2004 from Mississippi State. Put him in there, put his big body in there, put some hands up. Yeah. Yep. Bingo. Again, but guys, what do I know? I'm just some asshole in the basement, right? Okay. So Jesus. No. Wait, yeah, okay. This isn't the one that Hobbs messed up on. Three more pages. So oh, geez. So I can't do that. See, those are there. Let me go like this. There. So right here, again, what do? You point 39. Here, let me see if I can. Well, you point 39, right? So you go here, erase him. He's got him man to man. There again, very, very rarely is the point guy the guy who's supposed to get the ball, anyways. Okay, boom, he's raised. I knew they were in trouble when 21 was stacked over 39. You never stack each other, dude. So if I were Morak, I'd be going, or these two guys, I'm sitting here going, erase. Now, 18 and 21 have these two guys. Okay? So this guy should be here initially inside of 24, and 18 should be head up number 4. Now, instead of 18 trying to chase this guy through all this crap, and he still almost makes the play, he just in and out it. In and out. 21, 4 runs right into you. And again, look at these crossing routes. See, they come in close to run crossing routes to make guys, because we're not good communicators, we're running into each other. Told you on that very first third down, Kelsey's still running right now if Mahomes sees him, because we ran into each other. Now, 18, right now, 21, he has 4, who ends up catching it. This is no play. He picks him up right here. Then 18 just comes over, picks him up. These two guys did combo it over here. They talked it before. Kelsey, inside route, boom. But this dummy, our boy Peters, instead of letting him go and dropping back, and Mahomes isn't even looking at him, it could be a pick, and it'd be for 6. All he has to do is just sit there, and Mahomes isn't even going to be looking at him. But instead, he just kind of just comes in here and doesn't do anything. So again, you're talking about that play right there. This is before their first touchdown. Can you imagine pick 6 to put us up 21-0? Kansas City's over, and all he's got to do is he just sits there and Mahomes throws him the ball. And if he doesn't, he holds it. We get a sack, kick a field goal. It's 14-3. Just off of communication. Just off of communication. First and goal. Epps comes up, makes a great tackle on the 1-yard line. He goes low, hurts his shoulder. 2nd and 1. Great fill by number 20, Palmeo. Great fill. Now it's 3rd down. Isaiah Pacheco touchdown. Morag way too high. That's one thing that Hobbs does. Hobbs goes low on guys and wraps up. You go for the arms, you go for the shoulders, you go for the head, the chest. A guy can run without any of that stuff, right? Can a guy run without his knees, without his ankles, without his legs, without his feet? No. Hit him low. But we go high and the running back just pushes in the end zone. Yeah. Yep, 100%. Pacheco, right? What was I saying? Pacheco? Pachenko? Pacheco. What is it? 2nd-year runner, 89 yards against the Eagles, 12 plays, 71 yards, drive. We could have been off the field way before that. And then his dance. The Kansas City Chiefs are just, they don't have any identity. What are they? Are they trying to be tough? You have Kelsey, who's trying to be this bad, tough guy. Mahomes, he's definitely, I respect Mahomes and stuff, but I wouldn't say he's a guy I'm going into a fist fight with to have my back. Let's just say he seems a little light in his loafers. And then, Pacheco. What's going on, El Brujo de la Nation? What's up, brother? Can a guy run without his legs? I don't think so. Many coaches always taught me to wrap up. Sounds pretty simple to me. Sounds pretty simple. At RU, they called him a Pacheco. West Coast, he'd be Pacheco. Is that Rutgers University? RU? But when he came in and did this little, like I said, when you're trying to, like, again, I don't see Jacobs getting in the end zone and moving his hips smoother than the cheerleaders. Like, what are these guys doing, man? Oh, shoot. I know in freaking Rutgers. Yeah, Rutgers is, boy, that's a rough area, man. What Ice Cube say? You used to be the man. No. Now your name is just Twan? Switching and snapping? Call them lips and lungs? Like, what are these guys doing? Like, you're on national TV, bro. People are watching you. Here's the problem. No one's calling these guys out on it. So the younger generation thinks that stuff's cool. No. What's cool is you running your head into another man's face and knocking him out. That's cool. I find that pretty cool. Taking a dude out of the game because you hit him so hard he doesn't want to play anymore. That's cool. Doing the cha-cha and doing whatever Pacheco's doing. I'm just call him Plenko. Nah, bro. Yes. Thank you. Bye Barry. If you guys saw that on Netflix, you know, me growing up in Michigan, being a running back, he was my favorite player. And I guarantee he wasn't doing none of that. No, sir. You are not going to catch, and I know for me, you ain't going to catch me on film doing anything. And I was watching, some of my old games and seeing how, the celebrations now, it's like the thing, the this, and they're jumping and kicking their feet and doing all, like, the thing that I know is they have to spend time during their day in the week. The team that can utilize can time manage their team the best usually is the team that's going to win the Super Bowl. So if you're time managing these celebrations, that's not good time management, guys. And these celebrations take that time. Give a guy a dap. Shit, I was old school. Give him the butt slap. Great play. You know what I'm saying? Give a salute to the crowd. Keep it moving, baby. Let's go. Hell yeah. That's what they be calling Pacheco. That cute long hair he's got and everything. Oh, thanks for the likes, guys. I appreciate it. It's just young and follows a trend. I'm big for dancing when I score. I give the ball to the ref and say, thank you, good work. Celebrate with the guys, your teammates, man. And it doesn't have to be a village people choreographed freaking dance with your whole team. Just come in, dap them up, and let's go. Get your water and let's do it again. I mean, some of these guys do we have to after every first down do this? After every one, do we have to do that? I'm on my get off my lawn, as Wasted would say. I'm on my get off my lawn soapbox right now. Do we have to? I mean, just put your work in, man, and play the game how it's supposed to be played. Just think about the greats. Steve Atwater. I'm just thinking of safety. Steve Atwater, Rod Woodson, Ed Reed, Ronnie Lott. I mean, Benny Blades and Morton Hanks and, some of these guys, Jack Tatum, George Atkinson, Van Egan, these guys, Branch. What would they think if they saw someone doing that crap? Tell you what, man, they wouldn't be too happy. Would not be too happy. It was a good documentary. Have to watch Semi-Pro with Will Ferrell. He coordinated it. Oh, I know. I used to have the jersey, the Flint Tropics, right? Flint, Michigan. I grew up Saginaw is 15 miles north of Flint. So number 33. No, Yep. Just throw it. Again, I mean, on my channel, watch some of my high school highlights or my Purdue highlights. I make a play and made a nice tackle. Just that's it. Or give a little, bam. That's it. Let's go. What's the next play? Oh. Yo, geez. And that's coaches. That's coaches going, what are you doing? We're not doing that. And also players going, what are you doing? We're getting our rear ends kicked right now, and you're celebrating? Stu, do you agree with Brady's comments about modern football? What did he say? I mean, I tell you what. I tell you who's a freaking stud is the kid from Michigan. JJ McCarthy. That kid is good. That little dude, 6 foot. He's not little, 6'3", 202. Not the kid from freaking USC jumping in the stands and crying with your mother. Again, it goes back to what is going on? How about we do this? I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna put a pause on. We are 5 minutes in the second quarter. I'm going to end this stream. I'm going to come right back on, and you guys can ask questions, and it's more of just a casual conversation, okay? So thank you, everybody. I will continue with the rest of the second quarter and the second half of this Kansas City game. I still have a lot to go through. Thank you so much for joining me. Come right back. I'm going to come right back live and we can talk. You guys can ask questions and stuff, and I can get off. I'm on about a 10-hour Kansas City Raiders thing. I might be overloading. So thank you very much. Talk to you soon.